Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. Distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Ananya Roy, respected dignitaries, academicians, HOIs, research scholars, delegates from various colleges and universities, my dear colleagues and students, a very good morning and a warm welcome to all. It is indeed a moment of immense pride and joy for all of us at Amity School of Communication, Amity University, Patna, to host the third international conference on building a self-reliant India, technically sponsored by IEEE. The theme for this year, Digital Innovations in Media, Technology, Business and Sustainability, truly reflects the dynamic and transformative era we are living in. It captures the essence of India's ongoing journey towards self-reliance, powered by digital empowerment, knowledge creation, and sustainable growth. At the onset, I take this opportunity to express my deepest gratitude to our Honorable Founder President, Sir, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, and Chancellor, Sir, Dr. Atul Chauhan, for their unwavering belief in the power of research, innovation, and youth. Their vision of building a self-reliant and globally competitive India continues to guide every initiative at Amity. A warm welcome and my sincere thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Dr. Vivekanand Pandey, for his constant motivation, academic guidance, and dynamic leadership that inspire us to reach higher benchmarks every year. Warmest welcome and greetings of the day, and a heartfelt appreciation to the esteemed keynote speaker, Dr. Ananya Roy, Associate Professor, Department of Arts, Communication and Social Sciences at University Canada West, Vancouver, Canada. My special thanks to IEEE Patna Subsection Chair, Dr. Amit Kumar Singh, for providing us the IEEE technical sponsorship. This conference is not just an academic congregation. It is a celebration of research, innovation, and collaboration. The vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat is not merely about economic independence. It is about developing the intellectual, technological, and innovative strength of the nation. Academia and research institutions lie at the heart of this mission. They are the powerhouses of knowledge creation, innovation, and skill development that can shape a truly self-sustaining India. The idea behind ICBSRI is to create a common platform where academicians, industry professionals, and researchers come together to discuss, debate, and deliberate on how digital innovations are shaping a new India, one that is self-reliant, inclusive, and future-ready. Through 4 tracks, information technology and data science, film and media, business and finance, and sustainability, we aim to explore how technology and creativity can coalesce to address real-world challenges. Digital innovations are not only transforming industries, but also redefining the way we communicate, learn, and do businesses. In this context, platforms like ICBSRI help us connect academic research with societal transformation, ensuring that innovation is both meaningful and inclusive. We are proud to share that this year again, the conference has received various registrations from universities and institutions across India and including from Vietnam, showcasing the growing global interest in the conference and in Amity University's research ecosystem. As we commence this 2-day intellectual journey, let us remember that every research paper, every discussion, and every idea shared here contributes to the larger dream of a self-reliant and digitally empowered India. Once again, welcome and appreciations to paper presenters, reviewers, and delegates for contributing their valuable insights and to the entire organizing committee, faculty, and student volunteers. With these words, I once again extend a very warm welcome to each one of you. Let us together explore, innovate, and build the digital future of India. Let's embark on this journey of learning and progress with the auspicious lamp lighting ceremony as light leads from darkness to illumination, revelation, and insight. May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, and esteemed HOIs to come forward for the lamp lighting ceremony.
Kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhana सम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
Thank you, respected sir, and all the esteemed HOIs. We are happy to have with us Professor Dr. Vivekanand Pandey, Vice Chancellor, Ramji University, Patna, in our studio. Sir has more than 25 years of experience in academics and academic administration. Honorable Sir is a doctorate in Business Administration, MBA and LLB from the University of Lucknow. He has published numerous ideas and numerous research papers in reputed national and international journals. He is also the author of 30 plus books and book chapters. Apart from his role as the Vice Chancellor of the University, Sir is an academician par excellence, and his research insights are invaluable. May I now take this opportunity to request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to share his opening remarks on this knowledge sharing platform. Sir.
Thank you, Professor Shweta. Thank you so very much. Distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Ananya Roy, my MIT team members, esteemed academicians and researchers from across the universities present online and in this seminar hall, members of organizing committee, and my dear students. It is indeed a great day. We are organizing third edition of our conference organized by MIT School of Communication, MIT University, Patna, on a very special theme, which I am sure you will agree that it is very close to our heart, building a self-reliant India. We being Indian, we want that we should become self-reliant. And nowadays, Government of India has been talking about Viksit Bharat, developed India by 2047. Once we'll achieve 100 years of independence, we want that our Bharat should be a Viksit Bharat. The four pillars given by Government of India to make our Bharat Viksit Bharat are inclusiveness, innovation and entrepreneurship, sustainability and resilience, and most importantly, digital empowerment. And if in case you see the theme of the conference, beyond boundaries, digital innovation in media, technology, business, and sustainability, you will come to know that everything has been included in this particular theme. And therefore, I would like to congratulate the members of organizing committee, especially the head of department and entire team, for organizing this wonderful conference on best theme, which is very close to me all. Once we have been talking about digital empowerment, I must tell you that very recently, one of my very dear, my deputy registrar, he was discussing with me that as on date, around in India, there are around 880 million internet users. And one recent report says that by 2030, this data will reach to around 1 trillion. He was also discussing with me that around 12% contribution in our GDP today is of digital economy. And it will grow up to 20% or 1/5 of the economy by 2030. This is how our digital economy has been growing day by day. Whether it is the field of media, business, technology, everywhere this digital empowerment has been happening. And one very recent example, I'm sure you'll agree with me, you must have heard in news that Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Chief Minister has transferred 10,000 rupees to how many Jivika Didis in Bihar? If in case someone can tell me. Yes, please. 120? 75 lakh. 75 lakh is done by Prime Minister and another 25 lakh is done by Chief Minister. In totality, 10,000 rupees has been given, has been transferred. It is direct benefit transfer to 1 crore Jivika Didis to make them self-reliant, to make them self-dependent so that in future they can start their business and can lead to this state Bihar. Today, we have one very renowned professor, Dr. Ananya Roy, and I must tell you that Dr. Ananya Roy is alumna of University of Florida, and at this moment, when she has joined us to deliver keynote address in this conference, she is at Canada at her place, and it is 1:30, if in case I am correct, Professor, 1:30 a.m. there.
No, I'm in the Pacific time zone, so it's around 10:30ish right now.
Okay,
1 hour
okay, it
behind,
is
but the
okay.
other way around.
We would like to thank you so very much for your kind presence, accepting the request of ASCO Amit University Patna for gracing this ceremony as keynote speaker. May I request each one of you to please give huge round of applause for Ananya Roy.
My pleasure, sir. Thank you so much.
I have been told that more than 80 papers have been received in this conference from various researchers. I am expecting that upon the deliberation, discussion, you will come up, the researchers will come up with a report which will definitely be helpful for we all to make sure that we should accomplish the vision of our Honorable Founder President Dr. Ashok Kumar Chauhan and Honorable Chancellor Dr. Atul Chauhan, nation building through education and beyond. And moreover, we should be able to submit a report to Government of Bihar and Government of India, which will help them in making our Bharat a Viksit Bharat by 2047. With these words, I conclude here. सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. जय हिंद, जय भारत.
Thank you so very much, sir. It is always an enlightening experience to listen to you. It is a great moment of honor for all of us that we have with us Dr. Ananya Roy. To give you a brief profile of ma'am, Dr. Ananya Roy is an associate professor in the Department of Arts, Communication and Social Sciences at University Canada West, Vancouver, Canada. A PhD in Mass Communication from the University of Florida, USA. Her research centers on how information and communication technologies can help promote social inclusion for the marginalized. As an educator, Dr. Roy brings a hands-on approach to her teaching, diving deep into the political economy of the media and contemporary communication issues. Her goal is to encourage students to think critically and embrace interdisciplinary perspectives on mass communication to address real-world problems in mediated communication. Her research interests blend technology, management, and social inclusion with special focus on applied research methods. Dr. Roy has contributed to academia through book chapters, peer-reviewed journal articles, and presentations at international conferences. Her background as a business journalist before transitioning into academia also allows her to bring practical real-world insights into the classroom. Dr. Roy's commitment to teaching and research has earned her several accolades, including the prestigious Graduate School Fellowship at the University of Florida and multiple research grants from the Government of India and international organizations like UNESCO. She continues to strive to contribute to the academic community in meaningful ways. A warm welcome to you, ma'am, and request you to kindly deliver your keynote address.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shweta. Good morning, everyone. It's truly an honor and a privilege to be with all of you. Now, before I begin, let me confess something. In the classroom in Canada, whenever my students' minds start to go astray, seeking the latest WhatsApp messages, all I need to do to torture them is to ask them to turn off their Wi-Fi. That gets them straight back into the lecture with disoriented faces. Earlier, when I was in India and I was invited to speak on digital innovation, I would sometimes find my most innovation moment when Wi-Fi went off just about when I was going to give a presentation. I'm sure all of you, these experiences resonate with all of you here. These are the times when I realize that with all our talk about artificial intelligence and digital transformation, sometimes good old human patience remains the most valuable innovation of all. Well, but humor aside, we are truly living through one of the most extraordinary moments in human history. A time when technology just isn't reshaping how we live, work, and connect. It's redefining who we are and what we can become. And no story all over the world captures this transformation quite like the story of India. A decade ago, our challenges seemed immense. We were a nation of vast distances and deep divides. Our languages, hundreds of them, and millions of people without access to basic services. And yet today, we are connected by what I like to call a single digital heartbeat. The heartbeat of 1.4 billion people, leaping from scarcity to possibility through the power of imagination, determination, and technology. From a small village in Assam where a farmer checks rainfall predictions on his phone, to a startup in Bengaluru pitching to investors in Silicon Valley, India hums with digital rhythm. This transformation isn't just about apps, algorithms, or gadgets. It's about empowerment. It's about how media, businesses, technology, and sustainability come together to help people dream bigger and live better. That, my friends, is what it means to build a self-reliant India, beyond boundaries, which is the theme of this conference. When the Digital India Mission was launched in 2015, if I'm right, it wasn't just another government initiative. It was in many ways a declaration of faith. Faith that technology could become a great equalizer. And what a journey has it been. That was exactly the time when I returned from the US after completing my PhD, by the way, with a dream to contribute towards ICT for development initiatives in India. But frankly, I was a little skeptical. After my lived experiences of technological excellence in the US, was India ready to embrace technology for development? Today, I can proudly say I was the one that was disillusioned. In just a few short years, India has built one of the most ambitious digital public infrastructures in the world, the India Stack, a seamless framework connecting identity, payments, data, and trust. Through Aadhaar, over 1.3 billion Indians now have a secure digital identity. Through UPI, over 14 billion transactions happen every single month. To put that in perspective, that's more digital payments every month than the total population of the planet. And what makes India's model unique is that it's open, it's inclusive, and interoperable. It doesn't lock people in, it lifts them up. No wonder more than 50 nations, including Singapore and Sierra Leone, are now studying and adopting elements of India's digital framework. The World Bank, by the way, recently called it a global public good in the making. That's not just national pride, that's global innovation and global invitation. Our policy innovations from the National AI Mission to Data Empowerment and Protection Architecture, which is the DEPA, reflect a single principle. Digital growth must be sovereign, secure, and citizen first. Because true self-reliance is not about isolation. It's about creating indigenous capabilities so that we can all contribute to global progress, not just consume it. Now, I've shared quite a few statistics. But as any good storyteller knows, data may inform us, but stories transform us. And it's pretty similar to what Dr. Pandey started with. Let's travel for a moment to rural India. Imagine a small village in Jharkhand. There are a group of women run a common service center, one of the more than 500,000 across the country. These are micro hubs of digital governance that offer telemedicine, e-banking, and e-learning to communities that were once completely cut off. One of those women, let's call her Mo Kamla, that's the name that really stuck with me while I was going through my studies, used to walk 15 kilometers every month just to collect her pension. Today, she helps her entire village do the same, online, within minutes. That's not just digitization. Sorry, that's not just digitization. That's dignity through technology. Or take the story of our CoWIN platform, by the way, during the pandemic. It became a global benchmark for digital public health. Over 1 billion people received vaccines through a system that was transparent, efficient, and open source. Today, countries across Africa and Latin America have since adapted this framework. That's what I call compassion coded into software. Then there's agriculture. With the digital public infrastructure for agriculture, farmers are getting satellite data, soil analytics, and weather insights on their phones. Early pilot studies actually show farm incomes have gone up by more than 15%, aided by this innovation. These are not isolated wins. They're a part of a quiet revolution where the smallest digital tools are making the biggest social impacts. Then, of course, there are startups. Over 115 unicorns now. Many born not in metros, actually, but in tier 1 and tier 2 cities in India. Platforms like the ONDC are democratizing e-commerce, allowing small shopkeepers to reach national markets. Even governance has been transformed. The DigiLocker issued over 106 billion, if I'm right, documents, saving trees, time, and perhaps a few tempers in the government. And the e-courts project is digitizing millions of case records, helping justice move, well, at least a little faster than it used to. But behind these stories lies one simple belief. Technology must not deepen divides. It must bridge them. But let's ask ourselves here one important question. Can innovation be truly self-reliant if it leaves people behind? One of my mentors, the late Dr. Inderjeet Banerjee from UNESCO, used to say, Ananya, the only inequality in society is the lack of opportunity. That thought has stayed with me. Because if Digital India is to mean anything, it must mean equal opportunity for all. And we are getting there. Today, 52% of India's internet users are women, up just from 30% a few years ago. That's quite a revolution in itself. Rural internet penetration has crossed 37%. The mobile broadband now covers 99% of our villages. Connectivity has become the new equality. But access alone is not empowerment. Digital literacy is the new literacy. And through our PMG Disha program, over 60 million citizens have been trained in digital skills. We are preparing now about 400 million workers for jobs of tomorrow in AI, robotics, and cybersecurity. And our young people, all of you, with the median age of around just 28, are not waiting for the future. You're building it. By 2030, India will contribute a quarter of the world's new digital workforce. And imagine that 1 in every 4 digital professionals in the world could be Indian. We're already heading Google. That's more than a statistic. That's a responsibility. And at the heart of all that, I believe lies trust. Through the Jan Dhan Aadhaar Mobile Trinity that has enabled over 34 rupees in benefits, direct benefits, transfers ensuring that every citizen receives what's theirs with dignity. Because the architecture of self-reliance isn't built on code or silicon. It's built on trust. Now, in a world where technology can unite or divide, India offers something very special. Digital sovereignty with global responsibility. If you all remember at the G20 summit, India proposed a global digital public infrastructure repository so countries can share open source digital solutions responsibly. That is digital diplomacy in action. Cooperation through code, not through competition. And we are doing it with sustainability in mind. Under the Green Data Centers policy, new facilities will use 50% renewable energy by 2027, just 2 years later. Smart grids and IoT systems are helping cities conserve water and energy. Technology is also preserving what makes us, very unique. The Bhashini platform, powered by AI, supports 22 official languages and hundreds of dialects, ensuring that digital revolution speaks every Indian tongue. Because progress that forgets culture isn't progress. It's selective amnesia. That's what I call it. Now, since this conference brings together media, technology, business, and sustainability, let's not forget, media is the storyteller of transformation. Media doesn't report change, it amplifies it. It helps people see how innovation can improve lives, build trust, and inspire action. Businesses too are evolving, from profit-centric to purpose-driven. Startups are weaving sustainability into their DNA, using digital tools to track carbon footprints, manage waste, and promote fair trade. Technology and sustainability, once seen as opposites, are now partners in progress. Because a future that is not sustainable is simply not a future worth building. So, all of you here, what does it mean to build a self-reliant India beyond boundaries? It means believing that our future is not in competition, but in collaboration. It means that understanding globalization is not the opposite of self-reliance. It's its logical evolution. It means knowing that in a world of machines, our greatest innovation will always be human empathy. Mahatma Gandhi had once said that true independence is when we can stand on our own feet and yet be of service to the world. Today, those feet stand on fiber optics, satellites, and codes, but the spirit remains exactly the same. So let us, as responsible stakeholders in this endeavor, imagine an India where every farmer owns their data as securely as their land, where every young mind can innovate without fear, where every citizen feels seen, connected, and capable. So let's build an India that exports not only software, but values trust, openness, compassion, and sustainability. Because the future doesn't belong to those who own technology, it belongs to those who can humanize it. As we gather over here, over the next 2 days, surrounded by brilliant scholars and energetic young minds, all of you, I want to say this. The next chapter of India's story will not be written in policy papers or press releases. It'll be written by you, researchers, entrepreneurs, storytellers, the dreamers. Your ideas, your compassion, your courage, they're the true infrastructure of a self-reliant India. So let's go beyond the boundaries in imagination, in innovation, and in impact. And to the organizer, especially Professor Dr. Vivekanand Pandey and Associate Professor Dr. Shweta Priya, thank you for curating such a timely, necessary conversation. May this conference be not just an exchange of ideas, but the beginning of collaborations that will light the path ahead. Friends, the digital revolution has given us the tools. The question is, do we have the heart to use them wisely? I believe we do. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Rahul Ahuja, and it's my honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks today on behalf of the organizing committee of the third International Conference on Building a Self-Reliant India, organized by Amity School of Communication, Amity University, Patna, which is technically sponsored by IEEE Patna.
First and foremost, we express our heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Founder President, Sir Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, for his constant blessings and visionary leadership that inspires every Amidian to strive for excellence in research and innovation. Our sincere gratitude to our Honorable Chancellor, Sir Dr. Atul Chauhan, Sir, for his continued encouragement in promoting interdisciplinary research and global collaborations. Words will fall short thanking our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vivekanand Pandey, Sir, for his motivation and dynamic leadership in nurturing a culture of innovation and academic excellence at Amity University, Patna. A special note of thanks to our Head of Department, Dr. Shweta Priya Ma'am, whose vision, dedication, and guidance have been the driving force behind this conference. We are also deeply thankful to Dr. Ananya Roy Ma'am for her insightful keynote address, which has set a perfect tone for the sessions ahead. My heartfelt thanks and appreciation goes to IEEE Patna, all the HOIs, co-conveners, organizing committee, IT and admin teams, and our student volunteers for their support. And a final big thank to all our participants, paper presenters, and delegates for being part of this academic journey. Thank you once again, and I wish everyone an engaging and intellectually enriching experience over the next 2 years. Thank you, Jai Hind. May I please request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today, and your participation and your encouragement has been with us throughout all the editions of the conference. But this time, in the way of the keynote speaker, we are very, very thankful for your kind presence. Thank you so much, ma'am.
A pleasure, ma'am. Thank you.
Vice Chancellor, sir, for your kind presence with us. Respected HOIs, faculty members, dear students, thank you for your kind presence.
Very good. Students, please remain seated. Students, please remain seated. Shobhit, allow me as for the students of the
बनते तो पता नहीं पूछ लो पूरा दिन चलेगा या ये सभी मैम क्या बोल रहे हैं
Shweta, may I log off now?
Now, the audio session is over.
Shweta,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, can you hear me? Should I log off now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The
Okay.
audio session is over now.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure working with you, as always.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best for the conference. I wish it great success.
Thank you so much.